When Dad announced he was making homemade pizza, everyone gathered in the kitchen, eager and hungry. The counters were dusted with flour, the rolling pin clattered, and the air filled with the delicious promise of melted cheese and bubbling sauce. Dad hummed as he shaped the dough, tossing it with a flourish and a wink, insisting he had perfected the recipe. The kids peeked over the edge of the counter, noses twitching, while Mom chopped vegetables and sneaked a few olives. As the kitchen buzzed with anticipation, Dad reached for the ingredients. He measured, kneaded, and sprinkled, following the directions with a confident nod. The tomato sauce was spread, the cheese was layered, and the toppings were arranged just so. But in a moment of distraction, maybe it was a joke from one of the kids or the lure of his favorite song on the radio, Dad grabbed the wrong container. Instead of salt, he poured in sugar, never noticing the difference. The dough sparkled slightly under the kitchen lights, but no one paid it much mind. Soon, the oven was warm, and the pizza slid inside with a satisfying sizzle. The family set the table, their mouths watering as the scent of baking dough wafted through the house. Plates were stacked, glasses filled, and napkins folded as laughter echoed in the background. Finally, the golden pizza emerged, steaming and fragrant, a triumph of home-cooked effort. They gathered around, slices distributed, and with a collective cheer, everyone took a big, eager bite. Instantly, the room fell silent. Eyes widened, jaws paused mid-chew, and for a moment, time seemed to freeze. The familiar taste of savory cheese and tangy sauce was replaced by something strangely sweet, almost like dessert masquerading as dinner. Mom cocked her head, puzzled, and asked, "Why does it taste like dessert?" Dad, blinking in surprise and then grinning, responded without missing a beat, "Because it's Sweetza, not pizza." His joke broke the tension, and laughter erupted around the table. The kids giggled, Mom shook her head with a smile, and even Dad joined in, wiping a tear of mirth from his eye. The pizza might not have been what anyone expected, but it was a meal they would never forget. From that night on, every pizza night became a family event with a new twist. Someone would always ask, "Is it Sweetza or pizza tonight?" And Dad would play along, pretending to sneak sugar into the dough, while Mom made sure the salt was front and center on the counter. The story of the sugary pizza became a favorite tale, retold at parties and family gatherings, each time bringing smiles and laughter. What started as a simple mistake turned into a cherished memory, a reminder that perfection isn't always the recipe for happiness. Sometimes the best stories come from the unexpected. A pinch of sugar instead of salt, a silly joke, a shared laugh around the table. The family learned that every mishap could become a moment to treasure, and that the most important ingredient in any meal is the joy of being together. So, as the years passed, pizza night remained a beloved tradition. There were always new toppings to try, new recipes to experiment with, but one thing stayed the same: the laughter, the teasing, and the memory of the night when pizza turned into Sweetza. And just in case, Mom always kept an extra shaker of salt on hand, but no one really minded if things went a little bit wrong. After all, mistakes can make the funniest and fondest memories. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this L&E channel for more fun and inspiring videos.